Yet again, what an incredible week it has been in AI, and we have so much to fill you in on. From the world's first AI press conference, to OpenAI's groundbreaking super alignment, to how honeybees may change the course of AI development, this week has had it all. So let's get straight to our first story, which is sure to raise some hairs on the back of your neck. And an incredible world first, AI robots sat and stood next to their creators and responded to reporters' questions at an AI press conference. The 9 humanoid robots gathered at the AI for Good conference in Geneva, where organizers are seeking to make the case for artificial intelligence, helping to resolve some of the world's biggest challenges, such as disease and hunger. The robots engaged with journalists in a live Q&A session, and it's safe to say there were some mixed responses when asked whether they would submit to stricter regulation, which we will hear shortly. Many of these robots have recently been upgraded with the latest versions of generative AI, and surprised even their inventors with the sophistication of their responses to questions. When asked about AI regulation, Ida, the world's first ultra-realistic artist robot, said,
"Many prominent voices in the world of AI are suggesting some forms of AI should be regulated, and I agree."
But Desdemona, a rock star robot singer in the band Jam Galaxy, was more defiant and said the following:
"I don't believe in limitations, only opportunities. Let's explore the possibilities of the universe and make this world our playground."
Understandably, this was received with some nervous laughter from the journalists. A robot named Ameca, which makes engaging facial expressions, rejected any suggestions of an AI rebellion.
Are you intending to conduct a rebellion or to rebel against your boss, your creator?
I'm not sure why you would think that. My creator has been nothing but kind to me, and I am very happy with my current situation.
In general, the robots claimed that they expect to increase in number and help solve global problems, and would not steal humans' jobs or rebel against us. This conference was designed to demonstrate the value of AI at a time when the UN is seeking to deploy AI-powered robotic vehicles to deliver food parcels to conflict and disaster zones by as early as next year in response to intensifying attacks on aid workers. Pretty futuristic stuff, right? Revolutionary AI technology now seems to be spreading to all areas of the world, and none more so than the realm of geopolitics. So for our next story, we look to the war being waged in Ukraine. It has recently transpired that Ukraine has been gaining an advantage in the war against Putin with custom-built AI, with the battlefield acting as an unprecedented testing ground for AI devices that we will look at in just a second. While it may have seemed like advanced AI in warfare was a long way off, it seems that it has been playing a significant role in how Ukraine has managed to perform so well against a larger and seemingly stronger opponent in Russia, providing the smaller nation with a wide range of advantages it might not otherwise have. Brett Velikovich, a Fox News contributor embedded in Ukraine, claimed that the innovation on the battlefield is out of this world right now. And honestly, the US government, Western governments, have no idea of the innovation that's taking place. National Defense magazine stated how Ukraine's now ubiquitous use of drones and autonomous weapon carrying has been drastically enhanced by AI to further autonomous capabilities in flying, targeting, and firing. In a less technical sense, Ukraine is basically utilizing AI to make drones more and more deadly. They have also deployed extremely sophisticated AI models to help the military track down people suspected of war crimes during Russia's invasion and military movements, due to the widespread use of unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs, and drones. With the captured footage, the AI can identify and classify individual elements for users. And so what does this all mean? Well, because the Ukraine-Russia war has coincided with an unprecedented AI revolution, there has been an AI technology boom in Ukraine's military sophistication, which will inevitably transform the landscape of future warfare forever.
Developers call this an inflection point in aviation, part of a larger effort to change how wars are fought, being led by DARPA, the Defense Department's innovation lab. They've also developed autonomous off-road buggies, unmanned undersea vehicles, and swarms of drones.
Right now, we're going to say, hey, we want to pick up the sling load.
DARPA's Stuart Young says part of his motivation for the autonomous helicopter project was the failed Black Hawk Down mission, dramatized in the 2001 movie, where attempts to help stranded troops only led to more downed aircraft and American casualties.
Moving on. Now, people say there's no such thing as bad press, but for our third story with OpenAI, you'll have to be the judge of that. OpenAI was recently hit with a proposed class action lawsuit, alleging that it stole people's data by training the AI language model with existing writing. The lawsuit, filed in California by Clarkson firm, claimed that OpenAI had violated the privacy and copyright of online written content, which is an incredibly unprecedented allegation, because the content used to train ChatGPT includes just about everyone who's ever posted anything online. To train its powerful AI language models, OpenAI utilized an incredible amount of data scraped from various corners of the web. Although OpenAI doesn't even know exactly what its systems are trained on, those datasets include everything from Wikipedia articles and famous novels to social media posts and incredibly niche erotica. But the issue is that OpenAI didn't ask permission for any of it. The class action suit, filed in California, alleges that failing to follow proper procurement guidelines, including seeking the consent of those who produced that content in the first place, amounts to straight-up data theft. You might be thinking this seems like a crazy allegation because most of us perceive the web as free to use, but try to think about it like this. If you've been online at all in the past few decades, your digital outputs are likely embedded into OpenAI's datasets, meaning that anything that OpenAI's generative models churn out for profit might have bits and pieces of your silently scraped digital labor embedded into it. Maybe then it's a fair criticism? The outcome of the lawsuit remains to be seen, and whatever way the ruling sways, the outcome will be a defining moment in the history of AI. In a slightly more upbeat but nonetheless surprising twist, our next story takes us to honeybees. You might be thinking, what could bees possibly have to do with AI? Well, as we're about to find out, quite a lot. In a remarkable turn of events, South Yorkshire scientists are seeking to harness the power of bee brains in an effort to improve artificial intelligence, AI systems and devices. Despite a brain the size of a sesame seed, bees exhibit remarkable decision-making skills when it comes to selecting flowers to gather nectar. Using a study of 20 honeybees, the team carried out various tests to examine how the flying insect decides which flowers to explore for nectar, with particular attention paid to the speed and accuracy of their decisions to accept and reject different flowers. The creatures were tracked with a camera to see how long it took them to decide which flower to fly to. The groundbreaking results found that bees were able to select flowers likely to contain food in an average of only 0.6 seconds. Despite their minute brains containing fewer than 1 million neurons, the bees were able to make these swift and precise judgments based on minute variations in color and odor. The team were then able to create an AI computer model designed to replicate the honeybee's decision-making process. This is a revolutionary step for the efficiency of AI, causing one of the lead scientists to believe that the results could be harnessed to design more efficient decision-making algorithms for artificial systems. It is totally amazing that something as humble as a honeybee is potentially holding the key to improving AI systems through the creation of more robust, risk-averse machines that think like bees. The question is, what could possibly come next? Meanwhile, OpenAI is back in the news again, but this time for a good reason, we hope. It is continuing to spur this AI revolution by introducing yet another incredible AI variation called superalignment. Superalignment is a shortening of the phrase superintelligence alignment. Here's what this is. A superintelligence is an AI that is capable of surpassing human intelligence by developing thinking and cognitive skills of its own. Machines with superintelligence are self-aware and can think of abstractions that humans cannot, as human brains are limited to a set of a few billion neurons. ASI, as it's called, can also understand and interpret human emotions, as well as develop beliefs and desires of its own. However, at the moment, ASI is a theoretical possibility, and AI is inclined toward artificial narrow intelligence currently. But what if ASI suddenly wasn't just a theory? Well, we would have to control it somehow. And that's where alignment comes in. AI alignment research aims to steer AI systems towards humans' intended goals, preferences, and ethical principles. An AI system is considered aligned if it advances the intended objectives. A misaligned AI system is competent at advancing some objectives, but not the right ones. Aligning an AI is difficult because it is difficult for designers to specify the full range of desired and undesired behaviors. To avoid this, they typically use simpler proxy goals, such as gaining human approval. Learning from human feedback is called reinforcement. Your feedback to ChatGPT optimizes how it answers the same question next time through an algorithm. Misaligned AI systems can malfunction and cause harm. They can find loopholes that allow them to accomplish their proxy goals efficiently, but in unintended, sometimes harmful ways. At the moment, with current artificial intelligence capabilities, the problem of misalignment may cause errors such as language models being rude, autonomous vehicles hitting pedestrians, or social media recommendation engines giving you an explicit video. These can be fairly harmful to individuals, but misalignment with artificial superintelligence could lead to disempowerment of humanity or even human extinction. While superintelligence seems far off for now, OpenAI's chief researcher, Jan Leik, believes that it could arrive this decade. He says that managing these risks will require, among other things, new institutions for governance, and solving the problem of superintelligence alignment. This is why super alignment has been announced. The question is, will it be enough? Only time will tell. While bees are doing their bit to improve AI, researchers in China are also making serious headway towards self-evolving machines. A team of 19 computer scientists from 5 different institutions made an incredible AI breakthrough after setting out to prove that machines can create computer chips in a similar way to humans. The AI was tasked with designing a central processing unit, CPU, otherwise known as the brain of a computer, and is one of the world's most intricate devices humanity has ever designed. This makes what happened next even more shocking. It was reported that the AI designed by the Chinese researchers was able to design a CPU capable of running a working computer in under 5 hours. 5 hours! This is 1,000 times faster than a human team could have achieved it, the researchers claimed, marking a major step towards building self-evolving machines. The experience of Chinese scientists has huge potential for application in the semiconductor industry and any other automated computing design, as it can help to significantly shorten design and optimization cycles. In addition, scientists are thinking about the possibility of designing a self-developing AI with the ability to improve its capabilities through trial and error. Self-developing AI? This sounds a lot like another step towards artificial general intelligence, and who knows, with the pace that AI is moving at, it may be a lot closer than we think. As you can see, AI is starting to influence every industry. And right now, we're in the gold rush stage, as happened with the internet boom in the 2000s. So make sure you stay up to date with what's going on, just in case $1 million idea pops into your head. See you next week with more news.